Hi, India is called the land of taxes. We have so many taxes under direct taxes and indirect taxes. As per the Constitution of India, the indirect taxes are administered by central government and state governments. In the case of central government administers the excise duty, the customs duty, service tax, etc. And in the case of state governments, they administer the sales tax and GST and such taxes. The central government has the power to levy tax on manufacture of all goods, and that includes all goods except alcohol, narcotics and opium. At the same time, in the case of services also, the central government charge service tax. Coming to the state government, they levy tax on sale of goods. In the case of interstate sale of goods, state government charge CST, that is central sales tax. That is under the central government law, but the collection and administration of the CST is also doing by the respective state governments. So, with the introduction of GST, the Constitution of India has changed. It was modified because as per GST system, both central government and state government has the power to collect tax on both goods and services. So, now as per Article 246A of our Indian Constitution, both central government and state government has equal rights to levy GST on goods and services, that is goods and services tax. As per GST system, the various taxes that will be subsumed into GST are from the central government point of view, it will be central excise duty, duties of excise, that is on medicinal and toilet preparations, additional duties of excise, that is on textile or textile products, additional duties of excise, that is of goods of special importance, additional duties of customs, special additional duties of customs, service tax and other surcharges or cesses. Various taxes that are currently administered or levied or collected by state governments will be subsumed into GST. This include VAT, that is value added tax, CST, that is central sales tax, luxury tax, entry tax, entertainment or amusement tax, that is except levied by the local bodies, taxes on advertisements, purchase tax, taxes on lotteries, betting and gambling, and any other taxes or cesses that are charged on supply of goods and services. So, all these taxes which are currently governed by the central government or the state government will be subsumed into new GST, that is goods and services tax. The GST Council has the power to recommend the central government or the state government to subsume any other taxes or cesses which are currently governed by such central government or state government to be subsumed into GST. Various principles that were followed to determine which taxes should be subsumed into GST are as follows. The taxes that are mainly indirect taxes which are charged on supply of goods and services are subsumed into GST. That is, the taxes or cesses which are not charged on supply of goods or services are not considered while taking into GST. The taxes which are considered into GST are after due consideration of the supply chain, which start from import, manufacture or production of goods or provision of services and to the consumption stage of such goods and services. It was also considered that there is a free flow of input tax credit while supplying goods or services, whether it is an intrastate or interstate supply. Then at last but not least, the revenue fairness among the central government and state government, so that there should not be any confusion or difference of opinion later, was considered. So the interest of both central government and state government was considered. So all these factors were considered while the transferring of existing taxes to the new GST system. Let us now look upon the various benefits that is for consumers, government or the industry because of GST. The first advantage is we are deleting various indirect taxes and making only one single tax. It will remove cascading effect, that is tax on tax, and as well as it will create India a national single market. Next advantage is for consumers, the overall tax burden will be decreased. That is, currently it is estimated that the current tax rate is 25 to 30% for the consumers. But when GST is implemented, the tax rate will be lower than the existing tax rates. Introduction of GST will also make sure that the Indian made goods and services are competitive in the international market as well as in the domestic market, and it will make the economic growth faster and better. The GST is good for central government and state government. Rather than managing several indirect taxes, they can easily administer one single tax, and they can widen their scope of tax collection. That is, now the state government can levy tax on goods as well as services, and central government also get a power to levy tax on sale of goods. It should be also noted that the GST will bring transparent and better tax compliance system. That is, because of the GST network or the paperless return filing or such characteristics of GST, it will be very easy and better for any tax person to comply with GST system. So, I think you have understood the various points, that is, what is GST, what are the various taxes that will be subsumed into GST from the present indirect tax structure, what are the various principles followed, and what are the various benefits to the consumer, industry and the government. Thank you.